Good day, everyone. This is ScreenguardGuy bringing you another game from the GEST July series. This one featuring G7 as well as SVRES. We're going to be seeing a few very unusual picks today. A hero I am not overly familiar with, but I'll try and give you guys a fairly decent commentary. First up, we're going to see is a Naga Siren band. We've seen so much play from her lately, so very popular in the Southeast Asian scene. As well as a Queen of Pain, also a very popular hero in the Southeast Asian scene, both tremendous damage dealers. Naga Siren usually played more as a pusher. Very quick Radiance is usually rushed. She's not really used as a ganker so much, which I think is a shame since her net is absolutely insane, especially in the early game. And we're going to see Darkseer as well as a Puck. Puck, of course, has been seeing so much play, just so instrumental in team fights. Coming in, that Dream Coil, absolutely insane. Puck being one of those heroes who can really bring you back if you're down. He sort of doesn't need that many levels. Of course, good items on him would be appreciated. Nice early blink, as well as an Undying. We haven't seen Undying very much lately. He has come up in a few plays. I guess he's sort of a... He's not a common pick, and certainly not something that I would assume is banned. I've never seen G7 play it, but I guess SVR are a bit worried. So they must have... Maybe they played it in the last game. We're going to be speeding it up a little bit. G7 probably wondering... I'm certainly wondering exactly what SVR's plan is going to be. And it's going to be a Rubik ban. No Lycanthrope, no Windrunner ban. Probably one of the teams is going to pick it up. SVR have the pick right now. Rubik, yeah, definitely he's a hero who's been seeing a lot of play. Particularly in the mid lane, as a tri-lane. He's also one of those heroes, if you're down, he's a good hero to have on your side. His Fate Bolt is very, very strong. Telekinesis, a great skill in the early game, and that spell steal kind of lasts throughout the entire game, and certainly a very, very powerful hero to have if you're ahead. And we're going to see a Nerubian Weaver as first up. Boy, you're going to miss up the... Going to pass up the opportunity to pick up a Lycanthrope. Wonder if G7 is going to go for it. Nerubian Weaver, though. Very survivable as a hero. Just so very, very... Such a powerful DPS. What more can I say? That Gemini attack, just so insane. And so survivable. The ultimate is just absolutely insane. As well as Sakuchi very early on, which is just instrumental, I think, in the laning phase. We're just going to speed it up yet again, and it will be an immediate Earthshaker as well as a Dragon Knight. Earthshaker, of course, being one of the best gankers in the game. Dragon Knight, such a powerful tanky hero, such a powerful mid-game counter. And nobody's picking up Lycanthrope. I guess Lycanthrope's kind of fallen out of favor. We have seen him played a few times, and he's usually, well, there are ways to counter him. He's not really the tremendous, you pick him and you win kind of giant that we see before, and certainly he does need a lot of farm. There's going to be a Chaos Knight, Ancient Apparition in the mix. G7 is probably going to be looking for some sort of a tanker. They already have quite an arsenal of stuns on their side. And SVRES looking, well, that Chaos Knight, very powerful, is probably going to lane with that Ancient Apparition. They lane together so well. That stun as well as that Reality Rift comboing so nicely with the Cold Feet. Probably going to have some early First Bloods. And what are G7 going to get? Well, there's at the moment... Not sure if they're going to go for a pushing lineup or a ganking lineup, but the thing is a bit too early to tell. We still have one more ban. I'm just going to speed it up. Taking a very, very long time. Probably deciding how to counter this. It's going to be a Shadow Demon picked up. Shadow Demon, a very powerful hero. I'm hoping to see a Thrall come in because I just love the way Thrall combos with Shadow Demon. Or Kunkka. I mean, just watching... If you've ever seen it played, it's like Disruption, and then cast Static Storm, and then cast Kinetic Field. The guy comes out, and he's just suddenly screwed with a ton of damage, especially if Soul Catcher is on it. So yeah, I really do like this pick, but G7 probably going to be looking for some damage dealers as well. Who are they going to pick up? Well, Lycanthrope's still in the mix. SVRES probably not going to pick it up now if they have a Weaver. They're going to be looking for one more support. Somebody fairly tanky, I guess. Vengeful Spirit. And maybe a pusher of some sort. Furion's still in the mix. Windrunner, a lot of very common heroes for both sides still not being picked up. Which I think is awesome because I prefer to see more unconventional picks. It's going to be a Morphling ban. Yeah, I guess just as a late game carry. I don't think G7's looking for that route. Should be maybe looking for more of a pushing kind of route. Who knows? At this point, it's still too early. They have a very gank-orientated lineup, but they can always pick up, let's say, a Furion or a Chen. Just turn that ganking lineup into a pushing one. Leshrac still in the mix. Also been seeing a lot of play recently. And, yep, gonna take a bit of time yet again, so I'm going to speed this up because I'm a very impatient man. Windrunner finally banned. At this point, I don't think there's any point in banning a lycanthrope. If either team wanted him, they would pick him up. They would have picked him up. Come on. Come on. It's just... And it will be the Leshrac, as well as the Furion, so neither side really wants the others to get a really strong pushing team, and it's going to be our first semi-unusual. Lina has been seeing a bit of play lately. Lina will be picked up. I always find... If anybody can tell me why Laguna Blade is not just a stronger version of Finger of Death, please tell me, because I really don't see why. I don't see it. For me, it's the same skill, except one does more damage, has a different cooldown, and a different mana cost. It's just, I don't know, it's a single target nuke. And it's going to be a Crobulus picked up. Actually a very viable pusher with that ultimate, and such a tanky hero. Really, really love this pickup. It also has a silence, which could help. There's going to be a Tauren Chieftain. This is the hero I'm not super familiar with. I've played him like about 3 times. I've been owned before by other people playing him, but I've never done the owning myself. I don't get his skills. I have no idea how he's supposed to play, how he's supposed to be laned. Is he going to go... I don't think mid lane, probably going to be looking at some sort of tri-lane, maybe as a support, since they have a... Yeah, probably as a support. Anyway, Omni Knight is going to be the final pick on the Sentinel side. I'm a huge G7 fan, but I'm not going to lie, picking up a Tauren Chieftain, that's pretty awesome. I'm going to have to root for SVRES, and it's going to be a Ring of Protection on that Nerubian Weaver. We're going to go for an early Basilius. There's going to be a Stout Shield, as well as a lot of health regen on the Chaos Knight, and a few wards, as well as some health regen on that Ancient Apparition. Looks like they're going to be ganking together. A lot of tangos, as well as a Clarity. Not sure if he's going to be playing support, or maybe he's going to get some farm. Similarly, a lot of restoratives on that Lina, and they're going to be going straight into the jungle. Any planting any wards? Nope. Oops, something's a little bit glitchy. These two are going to be going to the bottom, tri-laning it up with a Dragon Knight, not going to go mid. Omni Knight instead will be going mid. Unusual choice. And a Crobulus in the top, and there's going to be any bit of an engage. There's a Cold Feet pop, but more for harass than anything else. Sakuchi to kind of chase, and both sides are just going to back away. Not really the firepower to start it up. Just trying to see. Well, they do have 2 reliable stuns. Well, actually, I wouldn't count Lina's as reliable. So really only the Chaos Knight with the reliable stun. If I'm not mistaken, like Tauren Chieftain has a 5-second unconscious. I'm not sure if that counts as a stun. If it can hit, it has like a 2-second, 1.7 second casting time. It's the most annoying thing in the world. If you guys have ever played Tauren Chieftain. We're going to be seeing Quelling Blade on that Dragon Knight. Okay. Oh, what a poor shadow. What a poor shadow demon. I wonder how Omni Knight's going to fare in this. Well, they're both melee heroes. Omni Knight, well, he's going to go for a quick bottle. He's got that continuous heal. He's going to be played sort of as a carry, I guess. And, well, he should fare fairly well. Certainly a lot of strong spells at his disposal. And once again, never really seen Tauren Chieftain. He's going to be going to the mid lane. This gives me solo Nerubian Weaver against Crobulus. Nerubian Weaver should have a fantastic time. I'm going to be very frank. I don't think Crobulus really does the output, but who knows, maybe with like a good play, she's going to be able to secure herself a kill. Well, Omni Knight, he's always got that, continuous heal. Going to get his bottle very, very soon if you just get a couple of right hits, but actually looking very, very low. There's that heal. He's going to not skilled. It's only level 1, so yeah, he's gonna, until he gets his bottle, he's going to not have the best time. And yeah. Giving Chaos Knight the farm, very nice job coming in from these supports, ushering those 2 away. Dragon Knight, 2 knights farming against each other. It looks like there's going to be a go. I think they can do this. They can definitely do this. Do they have the damage output? Yeah, they can definitely do this. Tauren Chieftain is not careful. He could take something. He could take a disruption and then a Fissure. Is there going to be anything? But in the meantime, nope, nothing here. I was very, very paranoid about missing this. Looks like Crobulus not doing too badly for herself, out-leveling the Nerubian Weaver just ever so slightly, and that difference is going to be, there's going to be a go. Cold Feet will proc a lot of right clicks. Oh, there comes that stun from the Lina, another 2-second stun. Dragon Knight is going to try and juke, but he's going to drop the first blood. Very aggressive tri-lane. These two are going to drop a Fissure. Is there going to be? There is the Fissure as well as a disruption, and Cold Feet has been put onto that Shadow Demon. It's not going to proc. Ooh, Lina looking solo, trapped in by the creeps, gonna go down. Dragon Knight has come back in. He's going to stun. There's a Soul Catcher. Is there going to be anything. Another Fisher. Earthshaker. He's got a Fisher. There it is. There's going to be a Dragon Tail. Very nicely done. It's going to block him off. Dragon Tail very soon. Nope. I think slightly out of range. Oh man, missed the opportunity. Was trying to save it. Did not turn out so well. It looks like there's going to be a slight go. Natural order picked up on that Tauren Chieftain. Like it, just for the harass, lowering the resistance. Went to magic damage. At this point in the game, I'm not so sure if it's that good because I don't think Tauren Chieftain has any spells that can do that significant amount of damage. And certainly against an Omni Knight who can continuously heal. Okay. Why not? Yeah. Well, I'm not a Tauren Chieftain expert. I'm far from it. I'm probably the worst Tauren Chieftain. Like, there's a Carrion Swarm as well as a few more right clicks. It's going to be very, very close, very clutch play. Very nice coming in from this, from the Crobulus. Almost getting a kill. I think Sentry Ward's going to be the item of choice next. And yep, looks like this tri-lane's going to stick as a tri-lane. Not going to be making a go. Omni Knight actually should be just fine, but I've seen him so low lately. No, there's the heal. It's been skilled up way too high. Should be having a grand old time. Score currently 1-1, but Alina for Chaos Knight. A few more right clicks. Unfortunately not able to make the go despite the Fisher. There's a Magic Wand disruption on the Ancient Apparition, but don't think that's not a serious engage. Meantime, Chaos Knight's going to go get the rune. Invisibility, not exactly the best. Ooh, Chaos Knight has used this. He's got a bottle? My goodness. How did I not see that? That's not a bad choice, to be completely honest. He's going to go invisible. Is he going to go for a gank? Creep Wave, well, they're staying very, very far behind. Boots up on the Earthshaker. I'm just going to go check out the items real quick because I realize I have been neglecting that in my attempt not to miss any kills. Clarity is going to be picked up. No items as of yet. And just a magic stick. Chaos Knight, invisible. There's the stun. Reality Rift. It's going to be a stun. 1 second only. Ooh, another stun, but a nice disruption. Going to save that Dragon Knight. He's going to run that Dragon Tail. Is there going to be any damage? It's going to be a Fisher. Does he have enough mana? One more hit, really. One more hit. Earthshaker going to come in. He's going to get... Oh, a nice stun. Going to destroy that Earthshaker. Is Lena's hiding. Dragon Knight wants this kill. Fire Breath, not skilled. There it goes. Gonna destroy that Lena. Any more? Nope. Dragon Knight at this point so tanky. I think they did trade the Earthshaker for that. So not the best team fight at the moment, but still early game. SVR ES leading by 1 kill. And yep, Bottle picked up on both mid lane heroes as well as Boots. Once he skills that Degenerate, it's going to start probably getting skills, but only level 6 at this point. Not yet starting to skill, and there's going to be a few more right clicks. They're going to trade a little bit of harass. Meantime, what's going on up here? There's going to be a go made on that Crobulus. Ooh, she's so low. Magic Wand, nicely done. Carrion Swarm. She's going to go down, but there's the silence, and all the creeps are doing their... No, going to time lapse. This should be just fine. Creeps. No, nicely done. Those creeps coming out. And it looks like, is there going to be a go? There's the Tauren Chieftains going to do that stomp. There is a very, very long duration of unconscious. I don't know what. I have no idea if that's different from stun or if it's a different disable. My knowledge of the mechanics with Tauren Chieftain are not the best. In fact, they're not even par. If not the biggest Tauren Chieftain fan. And I did do the research. I still have no idea what I read. It's going to be Ancient Apparition picking up a set of Boots. Chaos Knight also finished his Boots. It looks like they're going to start roaming. Dragon Knight, skilled drag, only one level of Dragon's Blood. Is that enough? Really, he's taking a lot of damage. Omni Knight, by this point, way too tanky. Not going to be brought down. Such a powerful hero. And at the moment, Ring of Basilius, that's all that's purchased. And there's a Bracer and a Bottle on that Crobulus. Very good job preventing... the Nerubian Weaver from getting that farm. What does she have? Only 881 and a magic stick. Not exactly what you want to see from Milligan Carry, but in the meantime, there's going to be a go made on that Dragon Knight. Reality Rift right there. There's going to be a 4-second stun as well as a cold feet. He is surely gone. There's another light array from the Lena. And yep, going to finish that off. Shadow Demon coming in, I think just to die at this point, because if he gets hit by a stun, he is gone. Chaos Knight going to come in, but not going to be able to lay one down. Shouldn't be able to lay one down. I mean, he's pretty fast. Nope, there's that. Vortex. Is there going to be a go? Ooh, Tauren Chieftains trying to step in. He's going to self-disrupt, but there's that light array, and he's going to go down as well. A bit too late. No real point in him jumping in. Not so sure why he did that. In the meantime, they're going to push this bottom lane, and there's also going to be a bit of an engage at the top. A carry-on swarm. A few more right-clicks. Silence is right there. Is there one more hit? Is there one more hit? Ah, carry-on swarm is going to be off cooldown, but no. It looks like should get away just fine. Ring of Health on that Rubian Weaver. Should be just fine. In the meantime, I don't think this is a good thing. There's going to be a stun coming in for the Ancient Apparition. Oh, he's going to melt under, I think, a Fire Breath that we can't see. Oops, ultimate coming in. It's going to hit everybody. Dragon Knight is gone on to his ultimate form. He's going to be whacking the crap out of Lena, but she is so tanky somehow, able to survive him. He has no damage. There's going to be more damage. There's a Dragon Tail onto that Tauren Chieftain. He's going to go down. Repel doing a nice job. Is there going to be a chase? Shouldn't be able to. Even with that increased move speed and the Degen Aura, they're still unable to catch too much of a head start. Chaos Knight going to jump in. Power treads. You can do it, buddy. You can do it. You and Ancient Apparition. Nope, nothing's going on. And yeah, push successfully defended. And wow, I hate really. No, it's going to be a deny on that tower. I'm having the worst time having to jump around from spot to spot. Phase Boot's going to be up, so we're going to be looking at a very chasing kind of Omni Knight, which is cool. We haven't seen that in a while. These two, meanwhile, having their own little dance of death. Rubian Weaver going to get some farm, but still, if only... Ooh, this is not going to go well. There's the stun, 4 seconds, as well as a cold feet. Very nicely done. Easy combo, easy kill. SVRES doing a fantastic job cleaning it up. It's a moment 4-8 in favor of the Scourge, and he's just gonna take it. Really, seriously? No, he doesn't care. He's got a heal. It's all good. Dragon Knight going to be trying to make a bit of a push. Oh, there's a nice Fisher as well as a go made on that Tauren Chieftain, but so tanky. That's my favorite word. It's my word of the day, tanky. And there's going to be a few more right clicks. No. That Ancestral Spirit, man, that is a spell. This is how you're supposed to use it. Not the way I use it. The way I don't really use it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing whenever I play Tauren Chieftain. I've only played him like 3 times. Yep. And there's 3 heroes there. He just does not care, and he's gonna pay for it with his life. Reality Rift, despite the repel, Carrion Swarm. There's an ultimate. It's gonna hit, even though it won't hit. It has a 3-second channeling time. Nice Fisher, gonna destroy that Tauren Chieftain, completely out of position. Very well played. Not by the Omni Knight, by the Earthshaker. And yep, there's gonna be. I think that they're going to try and make a push on this. Committing already 3 heroes and going to let... there's going to be a Carrion Swarm. Just going to finish off. Going to let... What's-her-face get the farm. And yeah, the ultimate is popped and it's going to go straight for the tower. Melting it down easily as a Diabolic Edict. Glyph has been popped. Are they going to defend this? No, I don't think they can. 4 heroes already committed. Only Dragon Knight, who's sort of doing like his own Forever Lonesome push thing at the bottom. And yep, there it is coming in. He's managing to successfully push. Power of this Dragon Knight. What did he get? Nothing. He's only got a bottle. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. No boots yet on the Shadow Demon. Base boots. Regular boots. And on our favorite Crobulus, boots. So no real item progression for either side at this point. 11 minutes in the game. No big items. Only really the power treads. I think they're the most expensive item that I've seen so far. Well, no, yeah. They are the most expensive. Nope. There is a Mana Boots picked up on the Tauren Chieftain. Dragon Knight going to be doing a bit more farm. Quelling Blade. Quelling Blade can actually, if you're going to farm neutrals, Quelling Blade really is a must. Increases your farms just like an extra like 1/3, so it's kind of worth the gold. I never buy it for jungling heroes though, for some reason. But some people use it because if you use it correctly, you can get like multiple pulls. Like let's say you pull the creep wave up to here, you can cut this tree and then just pull it down to this camp. But yeah. I've never found it to be worth it. I've never been so tryhard. Looks like there's going to be a go made 3 heroes. This combo is so amazing. It's like you start with the Chaos Knight stun. Oh, but there's a Fisher going to warn them. And there's a teleport in. This is going to be a big team fight. Is it? It's sort of scattered. The Sentinel very, very scattered at this point. But the Scourge is not going to engage. Yeah, so no team fight, just a huge dance, and yeah, tower being very, very low. Nice job by the Earthshaker, just sort of scouting everything out. He's gonna get mana boots of his own, and I like that. I love it when you can get Earthshaker some farm. Hopefully, he'll be able to pick up a dagger sometime soon. But he's picking up smokes. Just gonna check out his farm real quick because I love Earthshakers. They shake the earth. 107, not even close. There's gonna be no, sorry, just attacking a creep. And we're going to be seeing anything. Blink Dagger, of course, such a crucial item. Then usually they'll get Force Staff, but I think an Aghanim's, you know, because why not? And yeah, so no item progression yet on anybody. I was hoping to see, wondering how they're going to play. Is Chaos Knight actually going to go for the Vanguard? No Ring of Health yet. And yeah, both sides don't know what they're doing. Just sort of having a little bit of a standoff. The two supports always going to be in here, making sure a go can't be made for the Crobulus. In the meantime, we got this three-man sort of ganking lane that are getting lost in the jungle. Both sides, I think, wasting a little bit of time, wasting a little bit of farm. This is a fantastic opportunity to get some farm, and they're not really getting it. In the meantime, Dragon Knight's going to be able to get tanky because he's kind of farming. But three-man sharing one creep camp is not the best bet. Anyway, Tauren Chieftain going to be going get some farm there. Looks like their Sentinel are saying, okay, we've had some time. We're going to push. Four-man push. Can they succeed? Maybe, maybe not. Staff of Wizardry picked up. Wonder why that's going to be. Please be a Dagon, because we've seen so many of those lately, and I just love Dagons. I know they're not really the best item. It's going to be a few poison has been skilled. Soul Catcher. And finally, boots have been picked up on that Shadow Demon. Everybody has boots. It's that point in the game. There's going to be the disruption as Fisher, very nicely done. Oh my goodness, just crushing the Nerubian Weaver. Pure damage output coming in from that heal. There's going to be the ultimate coming in from the Tauren Chieftain. Is it going to hit as a 3-second casting time? It's going to be damage. But now the Scourge are on the back foot. There is a nice stun coming in from both sides. A huge heal up on that Omni Knight, and now Tauren Chieftain looking a lot of trouble carrying Swarm. He's just trapped there. Is there another stun? Oh, he's going to drop to poison. There's a huge stun. Crobulus looking so low, but no, Lena looking even lower. And I think that one big team fight may have cost the Scourge the game because they're about to be team wiped. Yes, there are, and just turned it around 11-9. G7 making quite a comeback. I think they can continue this push if they wanted to. The ultimate's still up for a couple more seconds. It's going to be wearing down. There it goes. And yeah, but Dragon Knight still has his form for... Okay, maybe they can't continue the push. Yeah, they can't continue the push. Dragon Blood, level 4 at this point. Level 10 Dragon Knight. We're going to be seeing anything else? Surely some items for some side. Come on. You just want a big team fight. You just want a 5-man 5 for nothing. Buy something. Crobulus? Well, a point booster. That's going to be good. Serve you in good stead. And we're going to be seeing... Nope, nothing on that Dragon Knight. Okay, sure, that makes sense. Last game we saw a Dragon Knight who got... not last game, I think one of the games we saw a Dragon Knight who decided to opt out of survivability, decided to opt out of damage, went for an Orchid Malevolence, which I thought was a bold choice. Unfortunately, did not pay off. So, wondering if this Dragon Knight's going to prioritize damage or going to prioritize health. We're going to be seeing... Or maybe just go both. Just go straight heart. That increases everything. Yep, a very, very tense game. It looks like it's going to come down to 1 or 2 big team fights. Wonder what this Ring of Regeneration is. It's going to be Hooded Defiance? Who knows? Usually get Ring of Health first. Double damage rune. Lena, unfortunately, no bottle to pick that up. And Chaos Knight, going to get it instead. And I think, in all fairness, it's more suited to him. He's picked up a Bracer. Ancient Apparition, haven't seen you land any really big Ice Blasts yet. I think he landed one in the last game. Nope, it's going to be a Lothar's Edge. So very, very standard on that Dragon Knight. Allow him to come in. Looks like it's going to be a Bloodstone. Picked up on that Crobulus. Okay, I guess. Usually you get Perseverance, though. Apologies, it appears I missed kill going off on that Dragon Knight. And what just happened? Sorry. Nope, there's going to be a go made. I'm not sure if they can take him down. They're going to need to do that pure damage. Nice Force Staff, but no miscommunication. Ultimate, thanks to those neutrals, that Fisher blocking in the Omni Knight, not going to be able to make it. A bit of miscommunication, a bit of misplay there. That Force Staff in from the Omni Knight, very poorly done. He turned around. Don't think he should have done that. Just a 2-second stun onto that. Nice Fisher, though. And yes, there it is. It's going to come in a big Tauren Chieftain ultimate. This is their chance to turn it around. Self-disruption. That ultimate is going everywhere from that. Yes, no, she's going to go down. There's a bit more damage. Poison stack's going to go on everybody. Not going to be able to bring the Chaos Knight down, though. Even though it's only 2 stacks, and there's going to be... Nope, that's the end of that engage. Just 1 for nothing. So very nice job by the by SVRES. And there's going to be the Lothar's Edge in initiation, as well as the Dragon Tail, as well as pure damage, as well as a Fisher. I call it pure damage, it's the heal. Just going to do wonders, melting down the Ancient Apparition. So overall, Ancient Apparition a little bit out of position. Score is now 12-11. Really still anybody's game. Want to check this farm as well as level thing real quick. 11-11, 11-7, 8 versus 12-9, 8-7-9. I feel that G7 are at a bit of an advantage. Their carries are slightly more balanced with each other. But still, in terms of item progression, anything really big, there's some sort of chainmail that's going to go for a mechanism on the Tauren Chieftain. I like that, somehow, since I've never know what to buy for Tauren Chieftain. So, mechanism, Headdress of Rejuvenation, as well as, going to be a buckler soon. And yeah, just a bit more harass and a bit more standoff. Looks like Chaos Knight's going to take this opportunity to farm the bottom. And in the meantime, Crobulus is going to go back to her duel with the Nerubian Weaver. Nerubian Weaver should be much stronger now, though, and I think it would be much more difficult for them to take her down. There's going to be Dragon Knight's going to go in. He's going to do so much damage, but he's going to get hit by that light array, but unfortunately no follow-up damage. Nerubian Weaver, meanwhile, coming in for that Omni Knight, doing a fantastic job of being able to bring him down. Are they going to be looking for more blood? No. So in total, score is now 13-13. And every time I think I'm safe to check items, a kill goes off. So yeah, that's just grand. This game, this is the worst kind of game. Like, this is the game I really don't want to cast. It features heroes I am not overly familiar with. It features long periods of really boring farm, followed by incredibly rapid team fights that are very difficult to keep up with. So yeah, I think this will help me improve as a caster. I keep casting incredibly difficult games like this. It's going to be Sentry Wards picked up from that Lina. Partially to D-Ward and partially in retaliation for that Dragon Knight's Lothar's Edge. It's going to be a Django picked up on this Chaos Knight. Very common item, increasing his attack speed as well as move speed. Oh, Power Treads picked up on Nerubian Weaver. Lately we've been seeing a lot of players skipping out on getting boots. There's going to be a big smoke gank coming in. Tauren Chieftain, you're going to die. No, no stun. Oh, no, there it is. Going to need the follow-up. Yeah, and a Fire Breath we can't see. Ancient Apparition is down there. He cast the Cold Feet. They're going to run away in time. Unable to save that Tauren Chieftain, but able to do a bit of harass nonetheless. Is there going to be a push going off? At the moment, who has a superior pushing lineup? It's difficult to say. I'd say SVRES, the Scourge definitely have a better late game because of that Nerubian Weaver, but Dragon Knight not to be underestimated in the late game himself. But of course not going for any late game items as of yet. Phase Boots and Lothar's Edge, not the traditional late game items. There's going to be a Fisher just to push them off. And there's the ultimate being popped, doing a tremendous amount of damage. There's the poison. Repel going to be placed on that Dragon Knight. So very, very strong. Has he picked up a haste rune? Yes, he has. He's going to be such a beast to deal with. If anybody's going to jump in, he's going to come up, right up to them in Dragon Tail. And, sorry, Dragon Tail. Is there going to be, I was hoping he was going to pick up a Hyperstone, but nope, doesn't look like it. And what is the farm on that Dragon Knight? It's, 2,700 on the Nerubian Weaver, and only 800 on the Dragon Knight. So we know which carry is sort of doing slightly better. Yeah, as I said, boots not... We've seen some players not picking up boots on the Nerubian Weaver as well as the Lycanthrope. Think that may be a bit of a mistake, but oh well. It looks like there's going to be a Urn of Shadows picked up on the Shadow Demon. And nothing else on anybody. Okay, sure, I can do that. I can talk about how they haven't bought anything. That's the thing, there's nothing to talk for me to talk about. I'm sure if I were a better, more experienced caster, Bloodstone will be picked up. Okay, the thing about Bloodstone, usually you get the Perseverance first, because that mana regeneration and health regeneration are usually considered more important than the stats that are given by the Soul Booster. I'm not so sure if I actually like the Bloodstone. Yeah, not so sure if I do. In fact, Well, I guess I do. I wonder if we can. Yeah, we're going to see a mechanism. I was just about to ask if we're going to see a mechanism on the Omni Knight, and there it will be. He's going to be just a tower of heals. I'm going to keep everybody alive for so much longer. He's going to be invaluable, in fact, in the team fight. Is there going to be a go for Roshan? They're sort of standing around, all smoked up and nowhere to go. Gem of True Sight being picked up on the Chaos Knight, probably in retaliation from that Dragon Knight's Lothar's Edge, making it just that much less effective, to be absolutely frank. And yeah, it is the correct play, I'd say. If your opponent's going to get Lothar's, get a gem, get some form of detection. All too often we've seen teams just like ignore it in the pub scene. In fact, even in the pro scene it happens, and only to their detriment. They let kills go away, kills that should by right have been theirs, just because they didn't have the dust or didn't pop in time. It's legit invisibility. True story. And we're going to be seeing Magic Wand. Yes, I can talk about this. No, I can't. Anyway, that Coiling Blade. Yep. Coiling Blade, yes. He's had that since the beginning of the game and hasn't upgraded. And at the moment, what's going on, really? The teams seem to be, both teams... Well, no, the Scourge seem to be turtling, which I don't think is a good idea, because they're going around in 5-man groups, not getting sufficient farm. In the meantime, their lanes are getting pushed quite heavily. All of their tier 1 towers except for one are down. Only one tier 1 tower is down for the Sentinel. That kind of difference is going to come to bite you, even if you do have the superior late game, in terms of positioning, and something's wrong with my computer. It's all frozen. I'm just going to... Oops, big smoke yank. Need to be more aggressive. Turtling at this point in the game is not correct. There's going to be Chaos Knight's going to reveal them. Oh, Ancient Apparition, Ice Blast going to hit 4. It's going to melt that Chaos Knight. He's going to go down. Gem is gone. There's going to be more right clicks. Ooh, is there any follow-up damage? Yes, Lena's going to go down, and there's a chase made for that Nerubian Weaver. Not going to get him. And yeah, that is the end of that engage. Two man down. And they're going to definitely push this tower. All their heroes, important pushing heroes, are up and alive. In fact, all their heroes are alive. What am I saying? There's going to be a few more right clicks. Going to melt down this creep wave, no problem. And there's the ultimate being popped. Going to do its dirty work. Less than half. There's only about half health left on that tower. It's going to go down, no problem. And that's the final. That's the final tower, outside tower for the Scourge. And it looks like it's going to be a continuous push. They can't afford to turtle, and certainly not while the other team is getting so very, very, very fat. There's a repel in, and there's the damage going to come in. Is there going to be an initiation from the Scourge? I don't know. Nobody has a Blink Dagger yet. Chaos Knight, nope, anything. Of course, that repel doing so much work, just keeping everyone away. Teleport's already going to go off. They're going to chase, pop a Django, wasting a Django charge. Shadow Demon going to disrupt and then teleport the hell out of there. But he's going to get stunned by that Light Strike Array. Crobulus is going to be able to get out there in time. Yes, does get out there in time. Casts a Silence as well. So overall, they only had to sacrifice 1 to take down a tower and kill 2. I think very much worth it. Going to be a bit of counter warding. Going to go on. So what do the Scourge need to do? Now is not the time to turtle. Now is the time to take the fight. It's still fairly even. While it's even, you need to start engaging. Turtling is not going to give you enough gold. Certainly not for your carries. Nerubian Weaver hasn't... Oh, he's picked up a relic. Oh. I mean, he's picked up a... Yeah, that could be it. That could be it. I'm sorry. I apologize. Go back to what you were doing. I was wrong. I thought he was going to go for something. I thought he was going to go for like a Vanguard or something with that Ring of Health. Turns out he's just like, nah, fuck it. I'm just going to go... Oh, I mean, apologies. I try not to swear in these casts. Anyway, Bloodstone already finished on the Crobulus. What are we seeing? Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker. Oh my goodness, this team is so stacked. G7, I'd say, have the advantage in terms of farm. What is... And Mana Boots up, that's it. At this point, there's not enough initiation I see on the Scourge side. No Force Staffs, no Blink Daggers, not even the Gem anymore. It's going to be tough. Tauren Chieftain has finished that mech at the very least. But where's the initiation? I guess Tauren Chieftain's ultimate as well as his Ancestral Spirit. Guess they can work. I don't know. With the Blink Dagger, it's just such great initiation with the Lothar's Edge, and now finally picking up a Sage. Probably going to go for SNY as opposed to Heaven's Halberd, just for that extra attack speed, usually considered a bit better. They're probably going to go for an Assault Cuirass. There it is. Oh, sorry. There was another outside tower. This is the final outside tower for the Scourge. It's going to go down. Not really going to pick up a fight. And yeah, going to get completely dominated. Glyph is popped. I don't see any real point. Going to slow it down slightly. yeah, and at the moment the Sentinel have only lost one tower. The score is 16-14, but there's a sense that the Sentinel are winning almost overwhelmingly. At least that's what I'm feeling. Just in terms of positioning, in terms of ganking, being active, sticking together as a team, G7 showing very nice, very structured play. And yeah, just slowly steamrolling this game and dominating it. Meantime, Earthshaker is able to get so much farm. And Ancient Apparition Ice Blast going to scope out that Roshan. Are the Sentinel going to go for it? They might not be able to. No, there's a ward. They're definitely going to go for it. A lot of warding taking place. Just to see, and yeah, Lothar's Edge going to come in. There's the Dragon Tail as well as a few more right clicks. And he's going to lose it. But no, immediate Force Staff in as well. He's just going to destroy that Nerubian Weaver. And the ultimate is not going to hit anybody. Repel is going to go off on that Earthshaker. Of course, that Split Earth so... Not Split Earth, that ultimate coming in from the Tauren Chieftains so very, very difficult to land. It has, I believe, like a 3-second cast time, which I think is ridiculous. There's going to be a Dragon Slave, and there's the ultimate pop. I'm not even going to go for Roshan. There's a stun coming in on that Tauren Chieftain. He's going to be taking so much damage, pure damage from that Omni Knight, but he's going to mech up. There's going to be a few more right clicks, but no, there's the ultimate from the Crobula. It's going to do so much damage, and I think that may or may not have been the game. There's going to be Ancient Apparitions, Ice Blast. If they take a single Rex, I don't see how the Sentinel, how the Scourge can come back from this one. It's not impossible. It's just that at the moment, really G7 are showing an overwhelming just advantage. And there's a Lothar's Edge. He's going to go initiate in. Nope, there's a Sentry Ward. There's going to be a lot more damage. Fire Blast is going to destroy that Lina. And yeah, Fisher going to come in as well as another Carrion Swarm. Chaos Knight just getting slowly dominated. I think it's kind of game. I think the poison will be will in the end do the dirty work. Could be a few more right clicks, going to finish off this Rex. And are they going to swing down the bottom? Are they going to go for Roshan? The game is theirs at this point. They have absolute control. There's going to be a stun in as well as a slam. There's going to be more right clicks as well as another very nice chain stun. Not going to let the Nerubian get his ultimate off. Is there going to make another go? Nope, they're just going to go straight for this Rex. Going to do all the damage. Dragon Knight going to tank it up, even though he doesn't really have any traditional tank items. Yep, Shadow Demon just gonna skirt those towers, and the moment Scourge gonna just force to go back. Disruption gonna be going on that Tauren Chieftain. Not good game at all for them, for the Scourge. Just getting slowly dominated. I don't think they really made any incorrect plays. I think it would have been better. It would have been to their advantage if they had been a bit more aggressive early on and not so content to turtle. And it looks like Crobula is gonna do a one-man push, and she can, I guess. A bit of a waste of the ultimate if she doesn't manage to get the building down. Those buildings do heal up. Nope, she should be able to get the building down. If Chaos Knight doesn't want to initiate. And Omni Knight's there, Shadow Demon's there. Shouldn't want... Yeah, they're going to get another Rex almost for nothing at this point. Score is 21-14. Dragon Knight's back with a vengeance. I know he's picked up some items. Yeah, he's picked up a Hyperstone. Wow. Goodness gracious me. There's going to be the damage. Nerubian Weaver is going to try and do something. She has a Radiance, but that's not good enough. There's going to be a nice Fisher. And another Dragon Tail. Nope. Nerubian Weaver going to pop that time lapse. The damage done was too fast. Phantasms, 2-second stun. There's going to be the right clicks. Guardian Angel is going to be dropped. Everybody is good. There is a... It's actually going to hit. Wow, Dragon Knight almost down. Despite that, the Laguna Blade as well. He's not going to drop. No, not going to drop. Ancient Apparition's Ice Blast has worn off. There's going to be a few more right clicks. This team fight is so chaotic. Is the Omni Knight going to die? He's got Reality Rift in as well as a 2-second stun. He will definitely go down. Everybody's trying to focus down this Dragon Knight. He's going to pop Lothar's Edge. He's going to manage to take down the Tauren Chieftain right before he goes. Popping Magic Wand. Is he going to get? He's going to get that Dragon Tail. A few more right clicks. Ancient Apparition is going to go down. Dragon Knight's somehow able to survive despite taking a ton of tower damage. Is he going to be able to get out just fine? The Nerubian Weaver out for blood. Is Lothar's Edge up? Here's a Perseverance on him. He's going to, yes, Lothar's Edge. He wants to find that Nerubian Weaver. He knows she's low. Very aggressive play from this Dragon Knight, and that's exactly what CRAS should have done. I don't think they can actually successfully defend for much longer. I think the next big push, if they want to go for Roshan, any big items they want to buy, the game is kind of theirs. In terms of level difference, let's see, 14, 16, 18, 11, 10 against 17, 14, 10, 10, 12. Level difference is there, and it's quite significant, in my opinion. And we're going to be seeing Crobulus going to get a plate mail. I'm not sure what that's going to be for. We're going to be seeing Force Staff on, going to be, Staff of Wizardry as well as the Void Stone. Probably going to be for Force Staff on the Earthshaker. And I know we have one more person on this team. Perseverance will be up for the Omni Knight. Wonder what that's going to be for. Is it just going to help him end the game? Is he actually going to go for Bloodstone himself? Or who knows? Link Fear. Anyway, going to be probably the last push. Not even going to bother with Roshan. Are the ultimates up? Yeah. Except for the Omni Knight and the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knights will be up very presently. I mean, I still got about 30 seconds to go. Oh, no. There it is. The Dragon Knight ultimate. Sentry Ward has been dropped by G7. So, yeah. I really think this is a matter of time. Anyway, ultimate has been popped on the Crobulus. There's going to be so much right-click damage. And ultimate is, they're just going to ignore an Ancient Apparition Ice Blast. 2 heroes fall instantly. 3 heroes. Omni Knight's going to go down. A few more right-clicks. Gonna bring down, nope, a nice Light Strike Array as well as the Dragon Slave. It's gonna bring down the Dragon Knight. He's actually gonna go down. Chaos Knight taking a ton of damage. He's gonna get hit by those spirits, and the poison should finish him off. And yep, gonna go back to work. The Ruby Weaver gonna try and do her best to kill that Shadow Demon. He's gonna disrupt her. He's gonna poison her. There's Carrion Swarm. There's a Soul Catcher. There's a 3-second stun and Reality Rift. Shadow Demon is as good as dead. So actually very nicely defended. Crobulus is going to be running for her life right now, but she is spotted out and she's managing to dodge very nicely. 3-second stun. No, that is it. But they've already taken this tower. Can they actually win this? I was like, no, it's not possible. But that is the second time they successfully did. Well, I don't think they successfully defended if you lost 2 Raxes. But they didn't lose the game. Anyway, there's going to be probably a BKB up on that Chaos Knight. Still no item progression from the others. The problem is, once these guys start to get their items, once he completes an Assault Cross, if they haven't got an equivalent item, it's kind of difficult. Anyway, there's going to be going in for the Ruby. If they can bring him down before the team fight begins, yeah, I think that's the game. I think that was the team fight. That was the fight that decided the game. Ancient Apparition Ice Blast is gonna hit. It's not gonna hit the Omni Knight. And yeah, gonna be going in. Omni Knight, 1-man push. Dragon Knight always there to back him up. The 2 knights, they stick together. There are 3 knights in this game. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. And yep, Ancient Apparition, Bracer. I like it. I like the style. There's gonna be Repel put on. And yeah, he's just going to focus onto that Rax. Not sure. Is that the best? Probably. It's not a bad decision, I guess. And there's going to be another ultimate pop. It seems like that ultimate has no cooldown. Seriously, it's just unfair. Oh, it's going to be a Shiva's Guard picked up. And Laguna Blade is going to do so much work. But Guardian Angel is going to be dropped. Chaos Knight taking a ton of damage. Is Tauren Chieftain next? That stun. Pure damage coming in from that Omni Knight. Just so insane. He's so tanky, able to take that Light Strike Array. No problem. There's going to be a stun. As well as incredible amounts of burst damage coming in from Dragon Knight. And that is certainly the game. GG has not been called. But the tower is now in full reach. There's the GG. Very well played by both sides. Really very impressed by both sides. Able to defend for so long. I think just slightly not aggressive enough coming in from SVR That's really what cost them the game. Just gonna check out if there are any really cool items besides Shiva's Guard. It's gonna be SNY on the Dragon Knight. Anything really else? Nope. Anyway, that's it. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. This is ScreenguardGuy, and I'll see you again next time.